Everybody. Hi. So I need to make a little bit of an adjustment here. Right? I think. No, it looks fine. Yeah, okay. Oh shit, it's tracking my eyes. That's freaky. Bye. um... Whoop. Whoop. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Oh. It disconnected. Uh-oh. Oh, I love this song. Welcome. So... Why is this so hard to open? To start, I think that what I just did was a mistake. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think the fatigue that I feel is a crime. When I have all the money in the world, I'm going to not work anymore. And I'm just gonna play video games. And I'm not gonna be tired anymore. I'm just gonna be awake and happy. But, hello. I'm at least slightly caffeinated, I guess. On a more serious note, we are going to be starting off the stream with reading one of the stories that I had meant to read months ago, but then they took down a website that will not be named and is not affiliated with the stream at all. In fact, I have a secret friend who has provided me their own translations of the Drakengard 3 side stories, and we will be reading those out loud. Yeah. I can't give you access to them, personally, but I will be reading them. We will be starting with the story that I was going to read. Literally. The next time that I started playing, I was going to read this story, and then that website got taken down. Because we might reread. Let me see. We might reread Zero's story. I'm not sure. I kind of want to, but that'll be one of the last things we do. But today we are reading Three's story. me just be able to hear myself think. Your singing is very nice, but I can't hear myself think. Thank you. Let me turn you down a little more. Is this over my voice? Is this mixed well? I don't know. I don't have anybody to tell me. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Because we're not currently, we don't need to hear any cutscenes for quite a long time. In fact, really, we only need to hear my voice. My voice is the only thing that matters. So, jot that down. My friend did provide me with pictures. So, we will be doing that. Do. I do this reliably. Well, oh, you know what? I know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. Here we go. This is the easiest way. Why is it so big? Hello. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And a little bit of this. And a little bit of that. I'm falling. I'm falling, but I will get up. Don't worry. Okay. It's not ideal, but let's cut off the borders here. There you go, and that should definitely, absolutely work for every single picture. Alright. So first up, right? We got My Dear Sweet Little Dolls, which is 3's prelude story. For those who, it's been a while, so let me just remind you, 3 is the creepy one that I like. You can see she has the scissors. Date redacted. Today was the first day I made a doll all by myself. I had to copy someone else's work, but I still made it, and it's mine alone. I did a much better job than I'd hoped, which filled me with joy. Date redacted. They tell me the little soldier doll I copied is a piece used in a game called chess. It was the first doll I took from my own. I found it in a landed lord's castle. I had been fond of dolls since I was very little, but I had never gotten to own one. My older sister, One, scolded me when she found out that I'd taken it, but I refused to give my prize up. It was my first doll. I was going to love it no matter what she said. Date redacted. I made my 8th doll today. This completes the black soldiers. I think I'll start on the white soldiers tomorrow. Date redacted. I finished making the white soldiers. All the soldiers are done now, so I'll start on the other dolls tomorrow. The chessboard I saw had some horsey dolls on it too, but I won't be making any horsies. I like people-shaped dolls much more than animals. I also saw some house dolls, but I won't be making any of those because they're boring. Besides, a house doll isn't really a doll anyway, is it? Houses can't move or talk. So then what kind of doll should I make instead of a horsey or a house? I already have my kings and queens. Maybe I'll make a doll with funny clothes, like the bishop. What is a bishop, anyway? I'll look it up when I get the chance. Date redacted. I looked up bishops and figured out what they are. They're a kind of priest, which is a really important person. That's why they wear the funny clothes and hat. The book said bishops shave their heads and don't have any hair. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have made my bishop doll with normal hair under his hat. I went ahead and shortened my bishop doll's hair. It was hard to get it nice and round like the book said. Still, it's a proper bishop doll. Date redacted. While I was reading, I came across a creature whose top parts are human and bottom parts are a horsey. I've been wondering for a while what to make instead of a horsey doll, and this will be perfect. I've decided to make one. I thought I might find a replacement for the houses too, so I read the book all day. Date redacted. Apparently in real chess, the horsey dolls are called knights. Well, I never. If I'd known that, I could have just made a doll of a person on a horsey. Now that I think about it, I did see just one person on a horsey among the chess dolls the landed lord had in his castle. His castle. But since most of them were personless horsies, I assumed those were the normal kind. Anyway, I made my dolls, so it doesn't matter. It struck me that the houses might not be houses either, so I looked it up and found out they're supposed to be castles. But they're still not people, and they're still not alive. Boring. After thinking it over, I've decided to use a one-eyed monster I found in my book the other day for the castle dolls. The monsters are so big you have to look up at them. If I tie its arms behind it and wind its legs around it, it should look like a building, right? I'll add stairs and ladders to make sure it does. Date redacted. I finished making all 64 chess dolls. You can see how much better I got if you put them all in a row. I'm so happy. What kind of doll should I make next? Date redacted. Today I made a doll using my own method instead of copying someone else's. Up until now I was having a hard time gathering materials, but I don't have that problem with my new method. Not only that, my new dolls are much prettier and much nicer than the chess dolls. Now the dolls really are mine alone. They're mine and I love them to pieces. Date redacted. I played with the dolls I've made so far. A little girl in one of my storybooks plays with her dolls, so I decided to do the same. The little girl in the book plays with dolls of her mother and father, and her grandma and grandpa, and dolls of little children. But I was never fond of my mother and father, so I didn't have much fun playing that way. Besides, I never had a grandma or grandpa. Octo looks old, but he's not my grandfather. I'll have to think up another game. Date redacted. Today I played Vanquish the Villain with my dolls. I made dolls of my big sisters 1 and 2, and my little sisters 4 and 5, and together we showed that Wicked Lord doll what's what. Because they were dolls, I couldn't imitate my sister's song power, but I still think it was very convincing the way we joined forces and took him down. I had great fun, but I accidentally broke the Wicked Lord doll. I'll have to make a new one. It's fun to play games, but I like making the dolls more. Date redacted. My dolls and I had a tea party today. I broke my doll playing Vanquish the Villain, but you can't break a doll by talking over a cup of tea, now can you? It's fun talking to my dolls. They hang on every word I say. The dolls never complain at all. They never say, what does that mean? Or, you don't make any sense. Because they were so well behaved, I made them sweets as a reward. I made the tea, too. It was a pretty purple color, like a jewel. I wanted the sweets to match, but I couldn't get them to turn out the same color, so the sweets were green. I gave the sweets to my dolls along with the tea, but then their faces turned an awful grubby color. I tried washing it off, but the color wouldn't go away. Then they started to smell funny, so I threw the dolls away. I have to make new ones. I've decided not to have any more tea parties. Date redacted. I like dolls, but I also like scissors. I love everything about them. The snick snick as they cut. The crunch you feel in your hand. I have so much fun when I cut my hair that I end up forgetting to eat. When I cut Octa's hair to see what it was like, I noticed it was all hard and bristly and different. I wanted to cut his beard too, but he ran away before I could. All I wanted to do was make him into a bishop. I guess Octa doesn't like scissors the way I do. His loss. He doesn't seem to like dolls either. Date redacted. Octa wears funny shoes. They have an interesting shape. I wanted to put them on my dolls, but Octa wouldn't let me borrow them. It's hard to believe how fast he can run in those shoes. When I try to cut his hair or his beard, he takes off fast enough to make you jump. When I try to cut other places, he runs even faster. He's so weird. What's not to like? We could have fun. I don't understand him. Now that I think about it, we haven't played in a while. It's because he doesn't like dolls. I want to play with dolls. And if he doesn't like them, I think he should play alone. Date redacted. Today I put a lot of thought into how to make my dolls cuter. I want to make cute dolls. Should I give them more darling clothes? And what kind of clothes would those be? Frilly clothes? Clothes with a bow on them? Except even if the clothes are cute, all of that goes away when you take them off. They don't make the doll cute. Maybe I need to change their hairstyle. But what kind of hairstyle is adorable? Curly hair? Braids? Except the hairstyle stops being cute once you cut it or let it down. That's not the same as a cute doll now, is it? I realize I must be approaching this wrong. I want to make a doll that's cuter, not a doll that looks cute in new clothes or a new hairstyle. So then what makes something cuter? Date redacted. I pondered the definition of cuter. To me, all my dolls are adorable. They all pass the test. That's probably why I wasn't able to tell the difference between cute and cuter. Very well. I decided I might be able to figure out the difference if I ordered my dolls by how cute they are. I tried lining up all the dolls I've made by adorableness and gave them a good hard look. First, dolls with big foreheads are cuter than dolls with small foreheads. Next, dolls with large heads are cuter than dolls with tiny heads. Dolls with wide, googly eyes are cuter than dolls with small, beady eyes. Dolls with small noses and mouths look cuter too. Cheeks look cuter when plump. Arms and legs look cuter when they're short and chubby. Tummies look cuter when they bulge a little instead of just being flat. Which means all I have to do is make the heads larger, the foreheads bigger, eyes wider, nose and mouth smaller, cheeks plumper. Of course, Now I know how to do it. I'll try making my dolls cuter first thing tomorrow. Date redacted. Today I tried making my dolls cuter, but I realized it's a lot more difficult than I thought. First, it was tough making their heads larger. Why? Because my dolls have hard heads. I couldn't just blow them up like balloons. I also had a hard time making their foreheads bigger or noses smaller, since there's no way to carve them like wood or roll them up and squish them like clay. I spent a while trying a little of everything, but it was no use. I ended up ruining one of my dolls. But then I finally struck upon a good idea. If I couldn't make their heads bigger, what if I made their bodies smaller? Adjusting the length of their arms and legs might be within my capabilities. When I tried it, it worked. I was worried about how to make the tummy stick out, but then I had another good idea while looking at the pillows on my bed. The more you stuff into pillows and cushions, the puffier and fluffier they get. All I had to do was pack my doll's tummy with stuffing. When I tried it, the tummy got nice and round and plump. I had triumphed. Now that I'd gotten the tummy right, I stuffed its limbs the same way, and wound up with perfectly plump arms and legs. Fingers look cuter when plump, so even though it was a struggle to work in such detail, I stuffed the fingers one by one, and stuffed its palms too. Once I put its original head back on, I had my doll. The head looks big, its arms and legs and belly look plump. Unfortunately, I was still learning, so the girths and lengths were a little uneven. It looks clumsy, but if I make enough of these, like I did the chest dolls, then I'm sure I'll get very good at it. I'll try another one tomorrow. Date redacted. I've gotten better and better at making my big-headed plumpkins. They don't look clumsy at all now. When I was working, I noticed that the arms and legs and tummies of these cuter dolls look just like a baby's. And when you think about it, a baby does have a large head, a big forehead, wide eyes, and a small nose and mouth. Of course, cuter means more like a baby. I see now. Maybe I should make the cheeks a little chubbier. That's what a baby's are like. I should probably use something softer for stuffing, though. The question is what? I'll have to think on this a little. Date redacted. I spent all day looking for a new cheek stuffing. It has to be nice and squishy and soft to the touch. Would a down blanket do? A cushion? A stuffed animal? Pastry? I took my scissors to every puffy and fluffy object I could find, and extracted its insides for closer consideration. When I cut open the down blanket, minuscule feathers scattered across the room. I couldn't stop sneezing because I accidentally inhaled some of them. When I cut open a sweet, fluffy pastry, the gooey cream got all over my scissors. Octa gazed at me with a strange mix of humor and horror when he saw me sneezing and trying to lick the cream off. After he washed my hair and changed me out of my feather-covered clothes, I managed to stop sneezing. But I never did find my cheek stuffing. What are babies' cheeks made of? Date redacted. After trying all sorts of materials, I ended up using finely spliced yarn for the cheek stuffing. This seemed to yield the best results. Very carefully, I spliced white and red and pink yarn into soft, thick strands, then stuffed them into my doll's cheeks. I was careful not to put in too much so that the cheeks would stay squishy, but I didn't want them to get too spongy either. I poked a couple times with my finger to check my work. It may have taken days upon days, but I finally made a cuter doll with cheeks just like a baby's. It has a tummy bulge and the plump arms and legs. It's adorable beyond belief, and it's all mine. But I still haven't made the cutest doll. What would that look like? What would I stuff it with? What materials would I use? And what makes something the cutest? I'll have to give this a lot more thought. Octo looks like he wants to have fun, but I'm too busy. Once I finish making the cutest doll, I know I'll want to figure out what comes after that. So what doll should I make next? I want one that's cute as cute can be, and one I can play with forever and ever. Alright. And that was Three's story. That being said, let us figure out. So we just did 5. So we have to do 4. Alright. Let us figure out which one of 4's missions is the dragon mission. I think this is it. I think that's what they were talking about. So we have to do this 5 times.
These are pirates, you know. Real bad characters. There's no need to hold back. If we crush them utterly, the world will be better for it. Now let's go save the world.
Seriously? Now you get a savior complex on top of everything else? Shooting a bunch of fleeing infantrymen in the back isn't going to help one. It isn't going to help anyone.
No, you're wrong. And if one believes that, then she's wrong too. Just battle cries. It's nothing to fuss over.
They sound scared shitless to me.
Oh? And what if they are?
This is because we're elves? What did we ever do to you?
Did you hear that?
What?
They're screaming in terror.
The dragon's coming!
Even if these are elves or whatever, this is just... I mean...
Don't let it affect you, Gabriella. War is as much a conflict against yourself as it is a battle against the enemy. You just need to ask yourself what it means to be on the right side.
Shut up, freak. What do you know about writing?
Whee! Stuck. Come on. I got one more.
I thought I was brave, but I don't want to die. No, it's heading for
You're
the
acting like a
mothership.
crazy person. This isn't even a war. It's goddamn manslaughter.
Under defensive formation.
What's so funny?
Manslaughter. We're fighting elves, remember? So it can't be manslaughter.
Unbelievable.
Oh, and that's not all. This is a pirate ship, not some pleasure craft. Pirates are evil, and it's fine to kill evil people. As long as they're not civilians, they're fair game. This is the hammer of justice at work. We're always in the right. Now, keep attacking! Move it!
My family. The mothership has suffered catastrophic damage. Why? This is so cruel.
There we go. Four more times.
Hurry. If one hopes to reign supreme, we have to establish our dominance here. These are pirates, you know. Real bad characters. There's no need to hold back. If we crush them utterly, the world will be better for it. Now let's go save the world.
Seriously? Now you've got a savior complex on top of everything else? Shooting a bunch of fleeing infantrymen in the back isn't going to help one. It isn't going to help anything.
No, you're wrong. And if one believes that, then she's wrong too.
Dragon! It's a dragon! Ah! It's going for the balloon! Evade! Evade!
Damn it. It was so close.
Please stop! I beg you!
Girl, listen up.
What?
Don't what, me? Don't you hear all that screaming? How can you hear that without going insane?
They're just battle cries. It's nothing to fuss over.
They sound scared shitless to me.
Oh, and what if they are?
Is this because we're elves? What did we ever do to you?
Oh yeah.
Did you hear that?
What?
They're screaming in terror. Even if these are elves or whatever, this is just, I mean,
Don't let it affect you, Gabriella. War is as much a conflict against yourself as it is a battle against the enemy. You just need to ask yourself what it means to be on the right side.
shut up. What do you know about dragons?
Oh. I wonder if you can just miss some of the pirate fleet. Come on. There we go. There it is. This one might be taking a little longer. Already losing it. I'm really mad about it.
Anti-air fire! Shoot it out of the sky! I'm on fire! I'm gonna burn to death!
Really should have stocked up on healing items, I guess. So the speed of this is determined by how fast I kill those things, which in some ways is a little unfortunate.
You're acting like a crazy person. This isn't even a war. It's goddamn manslaughter. What's so funny?
Manslaughter. We're fighting elves, remember? So it can't be manslaughter. Oh, and that's not all. This is a pirate ship, not some pleasure craft. Pirates are evil, and it's fine to kill evil people. As long as they're not civilians, they're fair game. This is the hammer of justice at work. We're always in the right. Now, keep attacking. Move it!
The mothership has suffered catastrophic damage!
No, 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 no. Come on. No! Fuck. At least there was a spec point, I guess. God damn it. I need to be awake. D404010. Pirate Fleet.
This is insane. You're acting like a crazy person. This isn't no war. It's goddamn bad war.
Under defensive formation!
What's so funny?
Manslaughter. We're fighting elves, remember? So it can't be manslaughter.
Unbelievable.
Oh, and that's not all. This is a pirate ship, not some pleasure craft. Pirates are evil, and it's fine to kill evil people. As long as they're not civilians, they're fair game. This is the hammer of justice at work. We're always in the right. Now, keep attacking! Move it!
My family! The mothership has suffered catastrophic damage! Why? This is so cruel!
Okay, so activate that when I get close. That's a good idea. Three more times.
The screen.
This time let me buy some healing items so that shit doesn't happen again. Hmm.
Hurry. If one hopes to reign supreme, we have to establish our dominance here. These are pirates, you know. Real bad characters. There's no need to hold back. If we crush them utterly, the world will be better for it. Now let's go save the world.
Seriously? Now you've got a savior complex on top of everything else? Shooting a bunch of fleeing infantrymen in the back isn't going to help one. It isn't going to help anyone.
No, you're wrong.
Shoot the dragon down!
One
It's
believes
gonna light up the
that,
balloon!
then she's wrong too.
Dragon! It's a dragon! It's going for the balloon! Evade! Evade! Please stop! I beg you!
Girl, listen up.
What?
Don't what me? Don't you hear all that screaming? How can you hear that without going insane?
They're just battle cries. It's nothing to fuss over.
They sound scared shitless to me.
Oh, and what if they are?
Defenses penetrated! All hands, anti-air fire! Shoot it out of the sky! Please! I know we're pirates, but no living thing deserves such horror!
Yeah. Being toner mode right near the ships is a really good strat.
Fire all cannons! Don't let it near the mothership! I thought I was brave, but I don't want to die! No, it's heading for the mothership!
This is insane. You're acting like a crazy person. This isn't even a war. It's goddamn manslaughter.
Enter defensive formation!
What's so funny?
Manslaughter. We're fighting elves, remember? So it can't be manslaughter.
Unbelievable.
Oh, and that's not all. This is a pirate ship, not some pleasure craft. Pirates are evil, and it's fine to kill evil people. As long as they're not civilians, they're fair game. This is the hammer of justice at work. We're always in the right. Now, keep attacking!
The
Move
mothership!
it!
My family! The mothership has suffered catastrophic damage! Why? This is so cruel!
Come on.
The screen.
Two more times? Yeah.
Hurry. If one hopes to reign supreme, we have to establish our dominance here. These are pirates, you know. Real bad characters. There's no need to hold back. If we crush them utterly, the world will be better for it. Now let's go save the world.
Seriously? Now you've got a savior complex on top of everything else? Shooting a bunch of fleeing infantrymen in the back isn't going to help one. It isn't going to help anyone.
No, you're wrong.
The dragon down!
If one
It's gonna
believes
light up
that,
the balloon!
then she's wrong too.
Dragon! It's a dragon!
Bum 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 bum.
It's going for the balloon! Evade! Evade! Please stop! I beg you!
Listen up.
What?
Don't what, me? Don't you hear all that screaming? How can you hear that without going insane?
They're just battle cries. It's nothing to fuss over.
They sound scared shitless to me.
Oh, and what if they are?
Is this because we're elves? What did we ever do to you?
Did you hear that?
What?
They're screaming in terror.
The dragon's
Hey, look,
coming!
even if these are elves or whatever, this is just, I mean,
Don't let it affect you, Gabriella. War is as much a conflict against yourself as it is a battle against the enemy. You just need to ask yourself what it means to be on the right side.
shut up, freak. What do you know about right?
It's too hot! We're breaking up!
Come on. There we go. There we go.
Defenses penetrated! All hands, anti-air fire! Shoot it out of the sky! Please! I know we're pirates, but don't
lives, remember? So it can't be manslaughter.
I'm no fool.
Oh, and that's not all. This is a pirate ship, not some pleasure craft. Pirates are evil, and it's fine to kill evil people. As long as they're not civilians, they're fair game. This is the hammer of justice at work. We're always in the right. Now, keep attacking! Move it!
The mothership has suffered catastrophic damage!
The screams of burning victims.
Vice Ravana? Don't know if you're still here. Welcome to the stream. We are grinding out levels for the DLC characters. Just one more on 4, and then we can move on to 3. Use some healing items here. There we go. Do it again. How's everybody doing tonight? I am sleepy.
Hurry. If one hopes to reign supreme, we have to establish our dominance here. These are pirates, you know. Real bad characters. There's no need to hold back. If we crush them utterly, the world will be better for it. Now let's go save the world.
Seriously? Now you've got a savior complex on top of everything else? Shooting a bunch of fleeing infantrymen in the back isn't going to help one. It isn't going to help anyone.
No, you're wrong.
Shoot the
If
dragon
one
down!
believes
It's
that,
gonna light up the balloon!
then she's wrong too.
Dragon! It's a dragon! It's going for the balloon! Evade! Evade!
Oh man, it was so close. God. There we go.
Girl, listen up.
What?
Don't want me. Don't you hear all that screaming? How can you hear that without going insane?
They're just battle cries. It's nothing to fuss over.
They sound scared shitless to me.
Oh, and what if they are?
This is because we're elves? What did we ever do to you?
Come on, come on.
Did you hear that?
What?
They're screaming in terror. Hey, look, even if these are elves or whatever, this is just, I mean...
Don't let it affect you, Gabriella. War is as much a conflict against yourself as it is a battle against the enemy. You just need to ask yourself what it means to be on the right side.
Shut up, freak. What do you know about writing?
Why?
Defense is penetrated! All hands, anti-air fire! Shoot it out of the sky! Nope. Didn't see it there, bud. Fire all cannons! Don't let it near the mothership!
There you go.
No, it's heading for the mothership.
This is insane.
All hands,
You're acting like a
deliver
crazy
defensive
person.
formation.
This isn't even a war. It's goddamn manslaughter. What's so funny?
Manslaughter. We're fighting elves, remember? So it can't be manslaughter.
Unbelievable.
Oh, and that's not all. This is a pirate ship, not some pleasure craft. Pirates are evil, and it's fine to kill evil people. As long as they're not civilians, they're fair game. This is the hammer of justice at work. We're always in the right. Now, keep attacking! Move it!
The mothership has suffered catastrophic damage.
Time to read Four's memoirs. And then I guess we can read Two's prelude story. Nice. Let's see what the best level is for 3, though. Three's Dragon Mission. Yeah, I'll do this one. But first, like I said, let us do some reading. Four, let me tell you. Okay, there's a lot I want to tell you all, but how about I start with 0? Let's talk about that flower in your eye. You did that on purpose, didn't you? It's all like, oh, I'm the oldest sister. I'm so special. I have to be all different. It looks terrible on you, you know? Like you're trying way too hard. Also, I'm tired of you treating us like our heads are full of poo. Because they're not. In fact, the way you swing that sword all day, I bet it's your head that's full of poo. Because you never use it. Your turn, 5. You're the only little sister I have. But you act like this bitter old lady. Oops, sorry. Did that sound harsh? It's totally what everyone thinks, though. And seriously, the way you throw those oversexed flat globules of yours around, disgusting. You have no self-control, and you're always chasing after some carnal pleasure like it's the most important thing in the freaking world. Oh, your clothes are ugly and your makeup is really sad. It's too bad money can't buy class. It's really too bad. Oh, 3. Where to begin? You try to act mysterious and alluring, but I know it's just an act. Guys always go for project girls like you, thinking they can fix them or whatever, when there's so many nice girls that would treat them better. Am I wrong? No, I'm not, and you know it. You try so hard to pretend you don't care that it becomes painfully obvious just how much you do. Why don't you just try attracting someone with your natural charm instead? Oh, that's right, you don't have any. Haha. It's funny. I can see why you did what you did, too. People can get pretty stupid when they fall in love. That's why you say things like, I want us to be together forever, and I want world peace and stuff. But really, loving your disciple, the one guy who has to hang out with you all the time, how convenient. Look, I admit, Sen's handsome, but that's really it. He's just an accessory, like 5 skanky clothes. Oh, and you're cooking? He's totally pretending to like it. And now for you, 1. I've been dying to tell you this. Get it? Dying? Gosh, you must hate me so much. After all, you're so right and perfect and smart, and I'm just some dumb little sister. But what happened once we took over, huh? I'll tell you what happened. Everything went to heck. Our forces were decimated, our people lost morale, and Zero and her song kicked the crap out of us. You lost that bet big time, sis. Too bad your fancy pants attitude can't help you now. I love it. Oh, I need to talk about all the idiots we rule over. You guys seriously suck. You rely on us for everything, and you're all, oh, Lady 4, but you're really just greedy, lazy, good-for-nothings who can't do anything for yourselves. Is it my job to make you happy? Because I don't remember anything about that on the application. Yeah, I pretended to care so one wouldn't have a conniption, but I actually think we should have ground you all under our boot. Instead, you have just enough freedom to hang yourselves with. What else? Oh, right. God, I've got a problem with you. What is up with this world, am I right? It takes an entire day to go from town to town. It's too hot in summer, too cold in winter, and it either rains too much or else there's some drought going on. Oh, why do we have to eat if we want to live, huh? So stupid. Guess that's what you get when you crap out a world in a week. Maybe spend more than one single day on all the people next time? God? See that? I'm not even going to capitalize your name. This is still going on? I've already complained about everything I wanted to. This is a waste of my time. Okay, fine. I guess... Oh, hey, Decadus. Actually, I don't have much to say about him. It's not like I actually always wanted him to come into my bed at night, or that I actually was really interested in sexual talk, or that I wanted him to act more forward and take charge or anything. He could have tried to be normal. In fact, I could sum up everything I want to tell him like this. You are an asshole! About time the tip of Zero's sword reached my brain. I guess it's true, you do get to see your whole life flash before your eyes. Jeez, it takes forever. Now I had to think about all this crap I wanted to forget. Oh well. So long, 1, you stubborn old bitch. So long, 2, you lovey-dovey bitch. So long, 3, you crazy weirdo bitch. So long, 5, you oversexed bitch. And so long, 0, the bitch who's killing me right now. Oh, and the biggest bitch of all, which is, of course, me. I'll see you all in hell. Oh, wow. I was like, what is this? What is this 1 second thing? Oh my god. That's crazy. Alright, what's the next story that we have? Switch over to my computer. We have the story for 2. It's called Today's Meal. Let me get the picture. can get more of the picture in there. Today's meal. Is there anything I can help you with, Lady 2? Oh, Scent, you called me Lady 2. You promised me that you'd... I was about to say, call me 2 when we're alone, but I stopped myself short. It can't be helped. Scent must be proper and refer to me as Lady 2 when others are around. But he leaves out the lady part when we're all alone. We made that promise a while ago. That's why Scent's been calling me 2 lately, as long as we're alone. But he said lady just now. That means... I stopped pouring water into the cooking pot in about face. Then I rush toward the entrance to the kitchen. I hear some footsteps running, and not just one set, but multiple. I catch a glance of the ones running away and see that they're the chefs. I knew it. So Scent referred to me as Lady 2 since he knew everyone was peeking. Well, I told you I'd be fine by myself. Why can't you trust me? A large hand gently touches my cheek as I pout. Then I notice Scent's gorgeous face in front of mine. You can't blame them now, can you? After all, you are a precious intoner to everyone in this land. My cheeks light on fire at the touch of his hand. What should I do? I can't stop blushing. It's not giving me time to think. But obviously, no one in this world cares for you as deeply as I. I can't take it. My heart's about to burst. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? 2? How can Scent be so handsome? He's not only handsome, but he's kind, too. And he tells us all these funny stories. But when we're alone... 2? Are you feeling alright, my dear? It might be best to lie down in the bedroom. The bedroom? Don't say another word. Yee. Why don't we take a break from cooking for the moment? That reminds me of something important. No, I have to cook today. Calm down, calm down. I have to cook for Scent today. It'll be a dinner for us, the 2 of us. I've been preparing for this for 2 whole weeks. Breathe, breathe. Then, may I lend a hand? Absolutely not. I won't allow it. You can't look either. Where's the fun if you know what I'm making? Oh, but it'd be nice if you could stick around just to keep me company. As you wish, my lady. He's giving me that cute smile of his. It's so unfair. How am I supposed to concentrate? Breathe. I need to breathe. Calm down. Okay, I'm okay. I take a couple more breaths and then tap my cheeks. Alright, I'm in the groove. Scent, take a seat over there. I point to the chair in the corner, trying not to look at Scent's face as much as possible. Can you blame me? My heart would start pounding again if I looked at his face. Alright then, back to cooking. I place the water-filled pot on the counter, then I cast my spell. The magical glyph glows and ignites a fire that engulfs the pot. I don't know how, but this counter seems to have been used for some sort of ceremony. I suppose that wouldn't be a surprise. This room wasn't a kitchen when we first got here. This whole place was actually a shrine. Not the most accommodating of places. But my sister One gave me orders to rule over the land of sands and protect the shrine, so I decided to live in it. Living in the shrine was the most convenient option, after all. I mean, I didn't have to worry about building a new house. Although I did have to redecorate the place a bit, to spruce it up, you know? For instance, there was this room with lots of old books and scrolls, so I had the books taken out and made it into a bedroom. There was tons of dust, but I cleaned the place thoroughly and scrubbed the floor spotless, so it's really nice now. I put up some wallpaper with small flowers on it. There was a kilt with a similar pattern, so I turned that into the bed cover. Then I placed a table with carved legs next to the bed for a nightstand and placed a vase with flowers on it. I always wanted a cute room, you know? The only thing missing is some adorable curtains, but this shrine's underground, so there aren't any windows. Still, it's a comfortable place to live in. It's cool inside when it's hot outside, and when it's cold outside, it's nice and warm here. I bet whoever built this shrine had the extreme weather in mind when designing the place. Though it is annoying to need candles on all the time to get any light down here, even during the day. Another perk of living underground is that food doesn't spoil easily. I made this ceremony room into a kitchen, and I didn't even have to make a storage area for food. But I still need to make sure that our supplies are kept away from heat. Oh, and I wanted to eat with all the soldiers and neighbors, so I made the really large area in the middle into a dining hall by placing a bunch of chairs and tables there. Food always tastes better when you're eating with a large group, right? But I thought it'd be nice to have dinner alone with Scent, even if it was just once in a while. So that's why I decided to cook today. I gave all the chefs and servants the day off. Everyone needs some time off to relax. Here we go. The veggies have all been prepped, so I need to get the meat ready. Is that Yes, it's troll. I skinned it and cut it up into chunks. I'm going to stew it with some herbs. I made sure to drain the blood, so there's nothing to worry about. Alright! I use a sword to cleave the joint. Troll bones are super tough, so normal knives won't do. They chip too easily. Luckily, only the bones are hard. The meat is actually nice and soft. That's why you can use troll meat for various dishes and not just stews. You can fry it, or you can cut it into thin slices and broil it, or even batter and deep fry it. Pickling the meat and then storing it in a barrel will let it hold for 6 months too. It's such a great way to preserve food. The only problem is that trolls are pretty heavy, so it's difficult to work with the meat unless you're strong. I think that's why more people don't know that troll meat is so useful. Of course, I'm sure we'd see more of it if troll pelts had any kind of value, but they smell so awful that no one wants them. A whole troll might be too much for the two of us. Ugh. I rubbed some salt and wine into the meat once I cut it into chunks. Removing the tendons is quite a chore, but it's also a lot of fun. I love cooking. It's wonderful to have a place to cook whenever I feel like it. We hardly stopped anywhere with a proper kitchen when we were traveling. It was mostly cooking meat or fish over an open fire, and that's it. We'd occasionally come across an empty house with a kitchen. By occasionally, I mean rarely. But it always brought a smile to my face when we did. And I always insisted that the cook take the day off so I could prepare a meal for everyone. By the way, who's the best cook among the intoners? That would definitely be one. And not you? I think about Sen's question for a second. I definitely enjoy cooking the most, but one's the best cook. There's no doubt about it. That being said, no, one's the best, but if you asked her, I'm sure she'd tell you that anyone could do what she does. What do you mean by that? Well, she thinks that the basics of cooking are so easy that even a child could do it. She just can't understand how someone can mess up such a simple task. I see, so Lady 1 believes that cooking comes naturally. However, cooking is not comprised of just the basics. She said you can apply the basics to anything if you give it a little thought. The problem is that just a little thought for one is thinking up a storm for most other people. What about Lady 3? She's skilled in handling blades, isn't she? I guess you could call them blades, but 3's specialty is scissors. There are scissors specifically for cooking, but 3 scissors aren't really for that. I think there was a time when she used them to cut open a fish, and the fish ended up all mangled. But then one used a rock to grind the fish. She then rolled out the fish meat and broiled it. It was so delicious. She then reminded us that it's simply impossible to mess up cooking. On top of that, 3 doesn't seem to like tampering with things much. She's the type that likes to enjoy the natural flavor of a dish, likes enjoying fresh ingredients the way they are. It sounds like she's just lazy. I guess you could say that. We were always given vegetables whole if 3 was in charge of cooking. I think 3 just never was interested in cooking. Oh, but 4 did say that you shouldn't overcook vegetables. If you do, then you lose a lot of nutrients. I think she said that veggies found above ground should be left uncooked, while veggies taken from the ground should be. That's why it's better to eat fruits and leafy greens raw, while it's better to boil or cook onions and potatoes. at least according to 4. She also said that it's best to have a meat-to-vegetable ratio of 1 to 2, and that it's better to eat fruits in the mornings and to eat fish at least twice a week. I think she also said that using sugar and salt too much isn't good either. The food was always bland whenever 4 was in charge of cooking. I guess it can't be helped. I mean, when 4 cooked, 5 would pour salt on without even tasting the food, saying, "It's just the right amount for your dishes, my dear sister." But you know, it's because of her understanding of food that 4's cooking makes you feel really healthy. It's almost medicinal. It sounds like her food is just overly bland. I guess you could say that. But her cooking is perfect if you're sick. You could eat whatever she made even if you had an open stomach. An upset stomach. I remember a time when we stayed with a farmer and 4 cooked dinner to show our thanks. The grandma was so happy. She said that there were so many things she couldn't eat because of her old age, but she ate everything that 4 made that night. How's Ladies 5's cooking? 5's cooking is the complete opposite of 4's. Whereas 4's cooking is perfect for sick people, only the fittest can handle 5's cooking. It's like you need courage to eat it. 5 loves really spicy meat and oily foods. She'd use a ton of sugar or salt while cooking too. 4 would always complain that there weren't enough greens in 5's cooking or that it was too rich. 5 also loves exotic foods. She'd toss in plenty of herbs or mushrooms that she found into her dishes. Even grotesque-looking ingredients were fair game. I'm more open to various foods now because of 5. Who would have thought insects would be so tasty if they're prepared right? The thing is, 5 doesn't care at all if something's unhealthy or dangerous. I remember a time when she made a stew with fish and mushrooms. We all got horribly sick after eating that stew. According to 1, 5 used a poisonous fish whole. 1 also said that colorful mushrooms shouldn't be eaten. Considering 5 put both of these into her stew, it's no wonder we all got sick. But that kind of incident never deterred 5. The next time she was in charge of dinner, she tried to use some red mushrooms with white spots in a salad, and 4 gave her a thorough scolding. I'm not sure if 5 has thick skin, but she sure is consistent. She'll bring some exotic ingredients whenever she visits, and always asks, "Is this edible too?" And every time I try to come up with creative recipes to utilize them fully. It's more fun than you might think. It's almost like trying to figure out how to make tough meat tender, or how to get rid of the foul odors meat can give off. I'll try anything. Hitting the food, drying it out in the sun, or brining it in wine or oil. Oh, the feeling I get when I can make something I thought was completely inedible into something delicious. Nothing beats that. 5 seems to understand how I feel. She started off bringing unusual fish and nuts, but then she started bringing extremely difficult ingredients to use, like carnivorous plants and fish with poisonous spines. I guess the greater the challenge, the greater the reward, right? Just the other day, she went out and caught a sandworm in the desert, and it wasn't a tiny one either. She really surprised me with that one. It was gargantuan. I mean, how can you not give it your all after seeing something like that and the effort she put into catching it? I did my best, and a couple of days later, I made a wonderful sandworm soup. I was so happy when the soup was done. It feels wonderful when your efforts are rewarded, doesn't it? Hive's the type that constantly aims high. You could say she's adventurous, courageous even, when it comes to food. No, that's not right. Maybe an evangelist? A guru? What's the word? I believe you mean her tastes are bizarre. Well, I guess you could say that. But when living in the land of sands, having a bizarre taste is a vital survival skill. It's not unusual to go days without a drop of rain here. This country is more likely to see a year of famine than one with plenty of rain. If you can catch a monster and use it for food, then you won't die of starvation, right? We can all dine together no matter what happens, and it's all thanks to 5. Anyway, the troll's ready. I just need to simmer it for a while. And now, I opened the barrel I had sitting in the corner of the kitchen after I tossed the troll meat chunks into the stew. The smell of liquor stings my nose. I've been preparing this for 2 whole weeks. Okay, it's looking good. Now to put it onto the counter. Smack, smack. I strike the meat repeatedly with a club. 2. What is that? Oh, it's Minotaur thigh. I think it's called tendon or something. It's from the Minotaurs we slew a while ago. I picked the remaining meat since we didn't finish it all, remember? I washed the meat thoroughly, soused it, and then let it sit in wine 2 weeks ago. Minotaur meat is delicious, but it's so tough that it needs a good tenderizing first. I'm pounding the meat to tenderize it so that it's nice and soft. Then I'm going to cut it up and stir fry it with some veggies. Huh? Wait a minute, I've been telling you what I'm making, haven't I? I guess asking you not to look was kind of pointless. No, my lady, it is not pointless. It's obvious that such explanations are beyond the comprehension of a disciple of my caliber. Wow, that's incredible. You're so amazing, Scent. What should I do? My heart won't stop racing. Why is Scent so handsome and charming? I love him so much that I could die. Wait, no, I can't be with him if I die. But I don't know what to do. My heart can't take this anymore. It's beating so fast. What am I thinking about? Be still, my beating heart. I need to calm down. Focus, focus. Hi-ya! 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 I smack the Minotaur tendon over and over. Hi-ya! 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 This is hard work, and all this smacking is actually calming down. I am kind of out of breath, though. Oh dear, the tendon looks like minced meat, and there's a crack in the counter. Oops, I guess I overdid it. Oh well. I collect myself in an attempt to start cutting up the veggies when I hear some voices from the door. 2, let's play! Play with us, please! Huh? What's the matter? I see their cute little faces all lined up by the door. Oh, these precious little children. They're orphans. The land of Sands is impoverished, and the old ruler was a really lousy guy, so a lot of people, adults and children, died under his rule. These kids survived, but they were left all alone. That's why I decided to take them in and live together. Even if their moms and dads aren't here, they won't be lonely if we're all together. I was never lonely growing up because I had 1, 3, 4, and 5 by my side. There were times when I'd remember Mom and Dad and want to cry, but I never did, and that's because I had my sisters. But why are the children here? I thought you were all leaving for a slumber party. I had everyone at the shrine take the day off, so I asked them to take care of the kids for the day. Well, we came back. We want to be with you. Come on, let's play. Oh, these adorable kids are holding hands lined up by the entryway. They're my family. Then I feel a hand gently touch my shoulder. Don't worry about me, too. I turn around to see Scent's smiling face. Scent completely understands. My feelings, my desires, what's important to me, everything. It's not because I'm an intoner and he's my disciple, right? I'm sure that I'd have fallen in love with Scent and he'd have fallen in love with me no matter what our roles were, right? Let's have dinner for 2 some other time. Yeah, thank you, Scent. I love you, Scent. I love you more than anyone in this whole world. I'm so glad we met. Alright, wait a sec, okay? I'm making a yummy meal and we can all eat together when I'm done. The children squeal in joy. I go back to cooking for my beloved Scent and my precious family. Oh, fuck. Fuck off. Jesus. I hate it here. Alright. So, I should have enough time to get 3 all leveled up. So let's do that. Right, I'm on 3. Yeah.
Odin told me to help you, and that's fine and all. But is it really necessary to work me to the bone like this? I am a dragon, you know. You think being an intoner makes you queen bee of the world or something? Are you even listening to me? Hello?
That way. Go.
Yeah. Don't worry, sweet cheeks. I got it. I'm going, all right? I'm going.
Just gotta do this 5 times.
What's with this brown water? Design this thing. Looks terrible. I bet it was some stupid man with nothing else on his mind besides eating, sleeping, and swirling. I may not be a big fan of women, but I hate stupid men even more. Like men stupid as the Cerberus here. They're the worst.
I made this child for a reason.
Reason? Newsflash, sisters. No one cares about your reasons. It only takes one look at that vulgar creature to know everything I need to know. It's the stupid types like him that are always hypercritical of women.
You need to lose weight. You need to trim the hair under your wings. Get back in the kitchen and make the pot.
What a pain in the tail. I wish they rolled up. Then I wish they'd come back to life so I could watch them die again.
Kill them.
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. That's the plan. Oh my god!
I tried to make a smaller Cerberus.
You're not tiny Cerberus puppies. I've taken enough of these pipsqueaks.
They have half the offense, half the defense, half everything.
And have a chance of surviving another half minute, right? I am so sorry. That's it. Huh? Hold on, there's more of them?
There's plenty more where those came from.
So we're not. They just keep dribbling out. This doesn't know we're in there. Did you just...
No,
Yes, you did. I totally heard you. See? You try to act like this movie's genius all the time. But deep down, you're just a little kid who's absent part of you. No, this is such a pain. When is this going to be over?
1, 2, 3. There are 6 in all.
And you made it, right? Is your brain damaged or something? Who in the hell kills their own creations? Is this some kind of weird self-pleasure thing or something? Oh, now I sound like that screwed up scene.
God. Yeah. What the fuck?
Bigger.
No shitty spirit. About twice the size of the round one, right?
That means twice the offense and twice the defense.
I expected that. Go right. Hey, you gonna help out a bit here?
Okay.
You and toners. I take my eyes off you for 1 second and just go into cruise control. I despise things like that. Anything that looks like a free ride for everyone. Like the whole world. Wait to throw itself into your lap. You talk about fate, missions and whatever, but that doesn't mean you can act like some golden god, girl.
My mission. My fate. My destiny.
Never mind. Let's just wrap this up already.
Come on. Oh my god. There we go. Took a little longer than I wanted it to, but
Thank goodness that's over. Yep, nice job, me. I did great. You agree, right? That I'm great? Because now's the time to speak up. Hey, are you even listening? Just open your mouth and tell me how amazing I am. Oh, come on.
The
pain.
intoner was fascinated with the world's curiosity.
Just gotta do that 4 more times. Let me see if there's something I'm missing first. Alright, well, as far as I know, I'm doing the best I can, so let's just keep going.
One told me to help you, and that's fine and all. But is it really necessary to work me to the bone like this? I am a dragon, you know. You think being an intoner makes you queen bee of the world or something? Are you even listening to me? Hello?
That way. Go.
Yeah. Don't worry, sweet cheeks. I got it. I'm going, all right? I'm going. What's with this round body crap? Who designed this thing? Looks terrible. I bet it was some stupid man with nothing else on his mind besides eating, sleeping, and screwing. I may not be a big fan of women, but I hate stupid men even more. Like men as stupid as the Cerberus. They're the worst.
I made this child for a reason.
Reason? Newsflash, sister. No one cares about any reasons. It only takes one look at that teacher to know everything I need to know. It's the stupid types like him that are always hypercritical of women.
You need to lose weight. You need to trim the hair under your wings. Get back in the kitchen and make you hot.
What a pain in the tail. I wish they'd all die. I wish they'd come back to life so I can watch them die again.
Kill them.
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. That's the plan.
Yeah. This thing would not die.
I tried to make a smaller surface.
You're like tiny Cerberus puppies.
They have half the offense, half the defense, half everything.
And have a chance of surviving another match, right? See? I almost feel sorry. Let's ask. Huh? Hold on, there's more of them?
There's plenty more where there is any fun.
So we're not. Drip, drop. They just go dribbling out. This thing doesn't know when to end. Did you just...
No,
Yes, you did. I totally heard it. See? You try to practice movements and techniques all the time. But deep down, you're just a little kid who laughs at party jokes. This is such a pain. When is this going to be over?
1, 2, 3. There are 6 in all.
Anyway, right? Were you brain damaged or something? Who in the hell kills their own creations? Is this some kind of weird self-pleasure thing or something? Oh, great. Now I sound like that screwed up Satan. Ah! Final? What's final about this? I don't know. Whoever came up with those stupid titles is something else. I bet it was some stupid woman with nothing else on her mind besides eating, sleeping, and screwing. I may not be a big fan of stupid women.
That's not what you said.
Look at that timing. Oh man.
No one else here.
Oh my god, these things are annoying. Yeah, drop all the way down to the fucking ground. Come on.
This one is bigger.
No shit, he's bigger. About twice the size of a round monkey, right?
That means twice the offense and twice the defense.
I expected that much. Hey, you gonna help out around here?
Okay.
How are you doing, stoners? I take my eyes off you for 1 second and you just go into cruise control. I despise people like that. You eat the books with your free ride for everyone. Like the whole world wait to throw itself into your lap. You talk about fate, missions and whatever. That doesn't mean you could act like some golden god, you know? Eat this!
My mission. My fate.
Phew! Thank goodness that's over. Yep, nice job, me. I did great. You agree, right? That I'm great? Because now's the time to speak up. Hey, are you even listening? Just open your mouth and tell me how amazing I am. Oh, come on.
The intoner was fascinated with the world's curiosity.
3 more times.
Look, one told me to help you, and that's fine and all. But is it really necessary to work me to the bone like this? I am a dragon, you know. You think being an intoner makes you queen bee of the world or something? Are you even listening to me? Hello?
That way. Go.
Yeah. Don't worry, sweet cheeks. I got it. I'm going, all right? I'm going.
We're gonna cut through 3 o'clock doing this, but get 2 interners done this time, and then 2 interners done the next time. Probably get 2 more streams at least out of this game.
I made this child for a reason.
Newsflash, sister. No one cares about your reasons. It only takes one look at that comic creature to know everything I need to know. It's the stupid types like him that are always hypercritical of women. You need to trim the hair under your wings. And if you didn't, they'd be hot. What a pain in the tail. I wish they'd all die. I wish they'd come back to life so I could watch them die.
Kill them.
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. That's the plan.
Let's try this.
I tried to make a smaller surface.
That works.
They have half the offense, half the defense, half of everything.
Have a chance of surviving another half minute, right? See? I always feel sorry for bugs. That's it. Huh? Hold on, there's more?
There's plenty more where those came from.
So we're not. They just keep dribbling out. This doesn't go in the end. Did you just say this?
No,
Yes, you did. I totally heard it. See? You try to act like this movement is what's funny about this? I don't get it. Whoever came up with those stupid titles is something else. I read it was
Come on, let's get all 3 of them at once.
guys eating sleeping and squirrels. How do you not be a big fan of stupid men? Stupid? Women eat men.
that's not what you said earlier.
No one asked you.
This one is bigger.
No shitties. About twice the size of ground London, right?
That means twice the offense and twice the defense.
I expected that much. Hey, you gonna help out a bit here?
Okay.
You intruders. I take my eyes off you. One second, you just go into cruise control. I despise people like that. You think your looks give you a free ride for everything. Like the whole world. Wait to throw itself into your lap. You talk about fate, missions and whatever, but that doesn't mean you could act like some golden god. Phew. Thank goodness that's over.
So I figured out a little bit of a faster way to do
I
it.
did great.
Kind of.
You agree, right? That I'm great? Because now's the time to speak up. Hey, are you even listening? Just open your mouth and tell me how amazing I am. Oh, come on.
The intoner was fascinated with the world's
How these 2 more runs go.
Look, one told me to help you, and that's fine and all. But is it really necessary to work me to the bone like this? I am a dragon, you know. You think being an intoner makes you queen bee of the world or something? Are you even listening to me? Hello?
That way. Go.
Yeah. Don't worry, sweet cheeks. I got it. I'm going, all right? I'm going. What's with this brown bunny? Design the same. Looks terrible. I bet it was some stupid man.
Oh my god, I can break the trees.
Besides eating
I've literally never used this attack the entire game. Wonder how many missions this would have made easier.
the stupidest of Cerberus here. They're the worst.
I made this chant for a reason.
Reason? Use that, sister. No one cares about your reasons. It only takes luck with a dead hunger creature to know everything I need to know. It's the stupid types like me that are always hypercritical of women. You need to lose weight. You need to trim the hair under your wings. Get back in the kitchen and make me a pie. Oh my god!
I tried to make a smaller service.
Tiny Cerberus puppies. I can't get enough of these pet squeaks.
They have half the offense, half the defense, half everything.
And have a chance of surviving another half minute, right? See? I almost feel sorry for the boss. That's a mystery. Huh? Hold on, there's more.
There's plenty more where those came from.
So we're not. They just keep dribbling out.
Yeah, this is crazy. Holy shit.
What's final about this? I don't get it. Whoever came up with those stupid titles is something else. I bet it's something stupid. There's nothing else on their mind besides eating soup and screwing. I may not be a big fan of stupid men. Stupid remaining men.
That's not what you said earlier.
No one asked you. And don't think just because you to the prophet. It doesn't.
This one is bigger.
No shit, he's bigger. About twice the size of the round one, right?
That means twice the offense and twice the defense.
I expected that much. Phew! Thank goodness that's... Yep, nice job, me.
Just one more time.
You agree, Now's the time to speak up. Hey, are you even listening? Just open your mouth and tell me how amazing Oh, come on!
The intoner was fascinated with the world's curiosities.
Fascinating. One more time. Um, um. Damn, I didn't even use any healing items. Alright. Should I do another story too after the memoir? Let's see what time it is after the memoirs. Because I think the next story is a little short. Maybe. But it is past 3 and I am very tired, so. Who knows?
Look, no one told me to help you, and that's fine and all. But is it really necessary to work me to the bone like this? I am a dragon, you know. You think being an intoner makes you queen bee of the world or something? Are you even listening to me? Hello?
That way. Go.
Yeah. Don't worry, sweet cheeks. I got it. I'm going, all right? I'm going. What's with this round bunny crap? Who designed this thing? It looks terrible. I bet it was some stupid man who has nothing else on his mind besides eating, sleeping, and screwing. I may not be hip to that whip, but I hate stupid men even more. My only stupid is the Cerberus here.
go.
What's final about this? I don't get it. Whoever came up with those stupid titles is something else. I bet it was something stupid. Nothing else on her mind besides eating, sleeping, and screwing. I may not be a big fan of stupid men. Stupid women even.
That's not what you said.
No one asked you. And don't be just because you repeat it until you talk back. It does.
This one is bigger.
No shit is bigger. About twice the size of the round one is, right?
That means twice the offense and twice the defense.
I expected that. Hey, you gonna help out a bit here?
Okay.
Thank goodness that's
There we go.
Yep, nice job, me. I did great. You agree, right? That I'm great? Because now's the time to speak up. Hey, are you even listening? Just open your mouth and tell me how amazing I am. Oh, come on.
The intoner was fascinating.
See. Time to read Three's memoirs. Sad and unemployed. My border guard unit got word today that the Lord is dead. It's not a surprise, we all heard about how powerful these intoners we're fighting are. Although our little frontier patrol hasn't had to meet one yet, thank goodness. To be honest, none of us care that the Lord is gone. We're worried about where our next meal will come from. Of course, but to be honest, he was kind of an asshole. Hopefully our next Lord will be better. Falling in love. Today we met our new Lord. Well, Lord isn't quite the word. I don't know what is, actually. It's complicated. We soldiers gathered in a clearing and our new Lord, Lady 3, came to us. We were all sweating bullets. She's younger than I expected and smaller, and also cuter? Hard to imagine this girl leading us, but there it is. Most of the men were smitten with her immediately, and I was no exception. She really is quite lovely. A total riot. To say Lady 3 is popular is an understatement. Soldiers are falling all over themselves to be her bodyguard, her valet, or whatever. The old vets don't much like it, but screw them. Hell, it's good to have a charismatic leader. It makes all of us fight that much harder. I will say, though, Lady 3 is a bit odd. She takes our leftover food, saves beard and hair trimmings from the men, and spends all day counting insects. Maybe she realizes such things will make her all the bit more appealing. Sincere devotion. The unit's on edge. Rumors are flying that Lady 3 is experimenting on human subjects. Apparently our lady is fighting a woman named Zero, and it isn't going well. That's just what I've heard from the men, but it feels right somehow. Anyway, this Zero is a bad character, so Lady 3 is enhancing soldiers to try and even the odds. Folks seem pretty upset by it, but not me. I'll do whatever it takes to see Lady 3 to victory. It's not like I have anything else to live for. Now we're on to the new ones. First we got In Love. Today I saw Lady 3 stagger out of her tent, dressed only in her night clothes. I called out to see if she was alright, and she leaned close and whispered, "Go ahead." I don't remember much after that. Her hands were cold as she led me into her tent, but her lily-white skin was like porcelain. She smelled of ripe fruit in summer, and no, I must stop. My words only do it a disservice. My lady. Ah, my lady. Why me of all people? Mature cranial nerve. Lady 3 has ignored me since that day. I finally mustered my courage and begged her to enhance me next, but she stared right through me and said, "Your cranial nerve isn't mature enough." What does that mean? What's wrong with me? Soldiers disappear from our unit by the hour, taken away to become enhanced soldiers for Our Lady. When I think about it, I get so jealous I vomit. Days of depression. I'm the only one she won't touch, the only one she won't enhance. Some of the men she chooses actually flee in terror, which only deepens my rage. They fear pain, they fear torture. I live it every day she rejects me. I wish you had never blessed me with your love, my lady. I wish this pain in my chest would end. I wish I was dead. 03. Someone, anyone, just make it stop. The greatest day ever. Finally, my day has come. The power of Lady Three's song will make me a better man, a stronger man, a perfect man. My body seems ready to explode with happiness, so it's a good thing she's prepared an enormous new body for me. I was special. I was chosen. She chose me to be what she is calling Cyclops. Just hearing it gives me chills. Lady 3 says it comes from a giant of legend, Cyclops. The name has a sublime and ominous tone, and I only pray that my new body does it proud. I shall serve her forever. Me 3 think. Don't know how much time passed. No sense of time. All intoner country destroyed. They talk of empire or federation. I don't care. Or don't care. Lady 3, not see lately. But fine. I am fine. I swear faith to her forever. So see, look, feel. Lady 3. Near me. Soul. Damn. Alright, he's literally me. Anyway. It's 3:15. Let's do it. Let's get one more story in. Make this, see a pattern coming on how I'm doing this, but this story is for Michael. Get the picture on the screen. And this story is called The Gone Away. When I think about it, there has always been a battle. I have always been struggling, fighting. A dragon fights. In sleep, in waking, even in my dreams I fight. It started so very long ago that I cannot remember exactly when nor how many enemies I have defeated, nor even my purpose for doing it. It has been forever. You lowly worms. One tiny breath, a single puff of fire, and the slick, filthy colored thing I call worms are reduced to ash. For all their numbers, they are frail and as unworthy a foe as ever a dragon could face, but scorching them at a go like this greatly improves my temper. I roar gleefully, and after my tongues of flame have finished lapping at the earth, not a speck remains. Truly I feel refreshed. My name is... I stop. You shall know me as Michael, the mighty dragon who... Ah! Pain is lanced through my wing. Fie! Are there pawns here as well? Down amongst the worms I espy the launchers. The pawns must have a few wits more than the worms, because they use some kind of weapon. In truth, I hate the things. What are they called again? Bah, no matter. You earth crawlers dare challenge an almighty dragon and expect to... Ow! Scalding pain nips at my wings, this time in multiple places. Don't interrupt me while I... Ugh! Suddenly it seems as though the ground is awash with pawns instead of worms. No, I have simply flown too deep into the enemy ranks. Now I can see they have brought out a sizable weapon. One so enormous it must take many of the pawns to even move it. And worse yet, they're pointing it at me. Damn. Am I in trouble? Can I still escape? No, no. A proud dragon would never turn his back on the enemy. But yes, I am very much in trouble. Get your head out of the muck. An angry voice off to the side breaks me out of my trance. The large weapon has been engulfed in flames, along with several of the pawns operating it. How reckless can you be? Her tone is reproachful. Her wings crimson. Is this what it feels like to be pulled from the jaws of danger? Two comrades joining forces would have made for a lovely tale, but to receive help and give nothing back, it would throw a dragon's dignity into question. Move, you slack-jawed fool! Do you want to die for nothing? No one asked you. Kin dragon or not, her arrogance is too much. It rankles me. I said withdraw, now. Alright. And this is how I met the Red Dragon, who has been around for just a trice longer than I. The Red Dragon? Wake up, Michael. The voice rouses me. I must have been dreaming in the middle of battle. Why, of all things, did I have to dream of when I met this red meddler? Dozing off in the middle of a fight, I marvel at your nerve. No one asked you, I stammer. I can rout this rabble with my eyes half shut. Red and I have fought together a number of times now. Or, better put, she has swooped back into my life uninvited just to stick her nose in my affairs. But despite that, she has yet to tell me her name, even though I have given her mine. I suppose Red isn't alone there. Any of the other stuck-up oldlings would treat me the same. The way Red puts it, it is not our kind's custom to announce ourselves. Good for them. If my kind is the sort to withhold names, refuse to engage in proper conversation, and fight with the flaccid stare of a dead fish, then I have nothing to learn from them. I feel elation when battle makes me stronger. Pride when I get to show off that strength. Fascination as I devise efficient ways to defeat as many foes as possible. The thought of losing to an enemy angers me, just as imagining a wounded comrade makes me sad. Oughtn't that be the way of it? I don't want to be like them. Wordless in the face of victory or defeat, silent no matter what unfolds before me. How do they derive any pleasure out of life at all? Hush, Michael, says Red as she put an end to the matter. Wait until you have lived as long, and you will understand. How I loathe her know-it-all tone. Older or not, she has but 2 mere millennia on me at the very most. Still, I never like savage old black either. The black dragon who has lived as many years as Red. He cuts a fine figure. Like the other oldlings, he has little to say, but he's an exceptional fighter. I admire strong dragons, so I decided to approach him, but Black paid me no mind at all. The stuck-up fart. Thinking again, I have no qualms with you using your head, but you need to learn when and where. No one asked you. I should know better than to drift off in the midst of battle. Clearly it is dangerous, but being told as much ruins my fun, so I tried changing the subject. So, Red, when do you realize the war will finally be over? When do you suppose, when do you suppose the war will finally be over? Is this Red Dragon? Because the picture, I thought in the picture, it kind of looks like... I realize as I say it that it's more than idle conversation. I've been desperate to ask this question for some time. We've taken countless lives, built mountain after mountain of corpses and rubble, but we are still going. It never ends. More foes spring forth as quickly as we dispatch them. What is our battle with? I know who our enemies are, but that's not the same. It's hard to explain. Maddening, even. Michael. Even I do not know when our war began, let alone when it will finally... All of a sudden, the sentence stops and everything goes white. Oh, just a dream. And a strange one at that. A dream within a dream. In the midst of one battle, I was dreaming of another. What's wrong? The voice comes from my back. Nothing, I replied to the creature astride me. He belongs to a new race, humanity, which presented itself in the wake of the other war. That particular conflict, which I thought might go on forever, simply stopped. We were battling for the survival of our race, but even then the end was jarring. It was as if the war itself had been eradicated. This is the spectacle I was just reliving in my dream. It turned out what I had perceived as everything going white was an explosion wrought through some unknown art. I could not tell you the specifics, whether it was our art or theirs, or whether it was due to some other force that had run amok. But it was tremendously powerful. It had to have been to have eradicated the enemy hordes that had until then seemed endless. The blast was so huge it reshaped the very earth. I imagine we dragons owe our survival to our tough bodies and adorable scales that protect them. That said, very few of us did survive. The bulk of our comrades were lost. At one time, the Dragon Legion filled the sky, but these days I rarely encounter one of my own. I miss the cramped skies that now feel far too vast. Red and Black survived, but I have not seen them for a long time. No, it is the earth below that has grown crowded. All too soon it was teeming with humans and demi-humans. Astonishingly fertile, they have continued to proliferate faster than the worms and puppets ever did. Interesting. Worms and puppets. However, despite this, they are short-lived and weak. They are crippled by the lightest mishap and expire in a trice. The human on my back will probably die in short order too, just like the others I have fought with. And yes, feeble beings that they are, humans do still fight. They take up arms even if it means shortening their brief lives further. It is incomprehensible, which may well be the reason I have done something as impulsive as take their side. Michael, the voice coming from my back whimpers. Is he scared? Something has unmanned him. I'm sorry I got you into this. What delusion! I have not sunk so far that a mere human controls my fate. I chose this alliance, and besides, your wars are just child's play to a dragon. Who do you think I am? I've survived age-long wars and piled corpses upon rubble. Did I hear him say sorry again? Ah, humans. Come, I swoop down toward the scrap heap they call a fortress and burn away the pathetic soldiers that cling thick to its walls. Another dream? That last battle never sat well with me. No wonder it returns to me in my sleep like this. But then none of my battles alongside humans have ever felt quite right. Could it be because they're certain to die before I do? He was no different. Sorry, sorry, he kept saying right to the end, as if it were the only skill he had. I'd already told him he had nothing to apologize for, to never speak the word to me again. His corpse has gone cold by the time I laid it on the rocks. For a while I stood there, bewildered. I knew full well that humans were quick to die. What threw me was that I felt a sense of loss all the same. It was then at that ill moment that Black and I crossed paths for the first time in ages. He shot me one glance, then flew off as wordlessly as always. I saw both ridicule and pity in his eyes, as if he were saying, "This is what you get for taking stock in the likes of humans." And I knew it too. Whether we won or lost, the humans would die. All too soon. Any victory we achieved would be fleeting, in which case how meaningless their struggles were. But wait, does that only hold true for humans? Can dragons' struggles be called any less meaningless? I have fought for age after age and lost my comrades. In hindsight, I remember even the oldlings fondly. Had it not been for that one battle, they might still all still be hanging around here somewhere, silent and sullen, having as little fun as possible. Hush, Michael. Wait until you live this long and you'll understand. Red's words leap unbidden back into my mind. She had been around only a trice than I, but she knew. A long life means experiencing loss. We lose, we are left behind, and we all wind up alone, with nothing ever to show for it. Perhaps I have stood by the humans in their struggles because somewhere in my heart I hope to gain something from it. Perhaps these creatures who take up arms, even if it means shortening their brief lives, further possess some knowledge that has eluded us everlasting dragons. But it has always turned out the same. Time and time again, I find myself left with nothing. Nothing at all. Huh? What is this place? Is anyone here? I realize now that everything around me is pitch black. No sign of life, no sign of unlife. Nothing. Is anyone there at all? Huh. I must still be in the dream. No doubt I will wake up and find myself in the middle of some other war. Battle after battle, I'm so tired of it. I fight and I fight, but in the end I must watch it all go. I see now. They're the same, my battles and dreams. They will all go away, and I am left with nothing. Nil. Zero. Ow! I feel something slam into my chin. This time I finally am awake. Fie, must you always toss and turn? The human who kicked me with all her might is a recent acquaintance. Her name is Zero, and she is callous, violent, loath to make any effort, a piggish eater, and insolent to boot. For a human, she seems completely unafraid of dragons, and even dares to call me shitbrain. Charming. What's more, the wench is a horrendously poor sleeper. She's constantly kicking me, and tried to use my wing as a blanket. My wing is certainly not a blanket. However, I find it all fascinating. This one is different from the other humans I have met. Well, of course she is. There can't be many women out there who seek to out their little sisters to the slaughter. And yet, our time together will be fleeting. Like the others before her, this woman will soon leave me behind. In that one sense, she will be no different than the other gone away. But I have come to terms with that. I've decided to see this through until the woman's last dying moment. We made a promise, in fact. Today, after she has killed her sisters, I have my task. I will see this promise through. A dragon never ever goes back on his... Ah! Stop kicking! How many times must I tell you not to interrupt? So be it. At least it's a change of pace. Alright. Was the red dragon Angelus? I'm pretty fucking certain that's Angelus right there. That is... crazy. Oh. Who's the black dragon? Was there a black... There was another dragon in Drakengard 1. But... I can't remember if that was like a creation. Because, weirdo guy that plays the instrument. Anyway. Yeah, that's Angelus in front of Michael on the picture right there. Let's take another look at it. If I can. Yeah. Oh, and I just noticed on the borders it has like 2 dragons in the corners. Well, that is it for today, I guess. Oh yeah, there was a black dragon in Drakengard 1. I'm looking. Yeah, it's Inuart. Inuart's dragon he makes a pact with. And I think that is what... Yeah, that's the dragon that's pictured in the back. Oh, shit. That was a whole bunch of Drakengard 1 stuff. That's awesome. Anyway, again. That's it for tonight. We will be back with more Drakengard 3 next week on Wednesday. We got 2 more intoners to do. A lot more stories to read. I do think we got 2, maybe 3 more streams of this in us. But in 2 weeks there will be no Drakengard stream, and then the following week we will be right back to it. But anyway, I am done. I am going to bed. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.